Hello and welcome to MusNews. We are recording this episode from the beautiful recording studios here at Greenwave Productions. We're going to bring you the latest news from the world of rock, metal and the music industry. So let's do this. First up, the legend that is Ozzy Osbourne, known as the Prince of Darkness, has sadly passed away at the age of 76. While there's been no official cause of death announced, it has been speculated that Ozzy was diagnosed with a rare form of Parkinson's disease back in 2019, and this could have contributed to his death. Ozzy's funeral procession went through the streets of Birmingham on Wednesday, and his body was laid to rest beside the lake of his Buckinghamshire residence on Thursday. The godfather of metal performed his final show at a charity event called Back to the Beginning, just over 2 weeks before his passing. This event was a tremendous success, raising an estimated £140 million for various charities. Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins, who played at Back to the Beginning show, suggested making this event an annual occasion in honour of Ozzy and with the aim of continuing to raise money for charity. Personally, I think this is an excellent idea. Everyone at Greenwave Productions sends their deepest condolences to Sharon Osbourne and the entire Osbourne family. May Ozzy rest in peace. Here we are at this beautiful music production studio here at Greenwave Productions, and we feel one of the biggest challenges that music artists face today is, well, how to separate themselves from all the AI generated music that's coming out now and even more that's going to be coming out in the future. We address those challenges with our clients by making sure that their production isn't just authentically human, but is authentically them as a music artist. Deftones have officially announced the release of their new album. The album Private Music was initially speculated to be released on the 10th of July. During their show at Crystal Palace in London, the band displayed Private Music on the screens along with the date shown in Roman numerals. Unfortunately for Deftones fans, that date came and went, but they only had to wait another 5 days because the single My Mind is a Mountain was released on July the 15th. The album Private Music is now set to be released on August 22nd. Additionally, the band will be performing at O2 in London next February, and tickets are on sale now. If you're in a band or you're a music artist and you're struggling to navigate the music industry, then I suggest you go and check out my podcast. It's called the Band Life Podcast, and we go over all aspects of the music industry and how you can become a much more profitable music artist. Next, we have the Foo Fighters. They have announced Ilan Rubin will be their new drummer, replacing Josh Freese. It's currently unclear whether Rubin will be filling in for scheduled concerts later this year or if he will be a permanent member of the band. Rubin was the youngest inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame back in 2020 while he was with 9 Inch Nails. His other credits include performances with Paramore, Angels and Airwaves and Lost Prophets. When Dave Grohl parted ways with Freese, he mentioned he wanted to take a different direction, which is quite interesting because both Freese and Rubin share a similar background, having worked with 9 Inch Nails and Lost Prophets. There are even rumours that Freese may replace Rubin in 9 Inch Nails. This situation raises questions about Rubin's long-term role with the Foo Fighters, but only time will tell. System of a Down hasn't released an album for over 20 years now, but Daron Malakian's side project, Scars on Broadway, released their third album, Addicted to Violence, this month. Malakian has spoken out about being lumped with new metal bands in the late 90s. He told Metal Hammer, "We were lucky there was a scene. We were able to play in front of audiences that came to see those other bands. But I don't think anybody sounds like we did. I don't think we felt like we didn't belong, and I don't feel like we did belong." He goes on to say, "I'll say one thing about the original new metal bands, Deftones, Korn, all the ones that were the first, and add us to that list. They were all doing something unique. We were all the kinds of kids that grew up listening to Metallica and Slayer and all that f***ing thrash stuff. But we weren't copying it. We were taking that influence and we were bringing in other sounds, other influences, and creating something new with that heavy sound. All those copy bands, I don't give a shit about any of them. The ones that came out and started their own thing and did their own thing, those bands deserve the credit. If you're a fan of nu metal and those late 90s bands, what do you reckon about these comments that he's made? Let me know in the comments below. In a previous episode of MusNews, I connected the dots between Spotify's founder and CEO Daniel Ek and a company called Helsing. Just in case you don't know, Helsing is a military defense company. I'll link the full episode below so you can get the full download. Now bands like King Gizzard and Wizard Lizard, Deerhoff and Shoo Shoo have pulled their music from Spotify, stating, "We don't want our music killing people." Do you think this will make a difference to Spotify? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to subscribe, like, comment and hit the notification bell to get the latest news from the rock and metal world. I really appreciate your support and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.